So UFC Mexico just went down. Let's just break down the whole card. I've already done the main and co-main, so I'll briefly talk about them again. But let's just start off with the first fight of the night, which was Eric Silva versus Muhammad Naimov. Muhammad Naimov immediately fucking injures Eric Silva. Not even quite sure what the fuck that was, but that was certainly something. Naimov gets the win. He's now 3-0 in the UFC. I don't know why this fight even happened. It made no sense at all to make, considering Muhammad Naimov is coming off a win over Nathaniel Wood. And now Eric Silva's been injured in 44 seconds. So good performance by Muhammad Naimov, I guess. Good injuring your opponent. He landed 1 significant strikes and 1 takedown, just fucking killed him. So, good job for Naimov here. Then we had Victor Altamado versus Felipe dos Santos. I agreed with this decision. I actually did. I actually thought Felipe dos Santos did the more damage. People got to realize damage is the number one scoring criteria. It's not takedowns. Yes, he got takedowns, but what did Victor Altamado do with them? Nothing. He didn't do anything. He got hit with bigger shots. Since Felipe dos Santos actually went for submissions and almost had a submission in. The shots he was landing were big, heavy shots that had rocked him and hurt him badly. Victor didn't land anything too crazy in this fight. I didn't think it was a crazy decision. Maybe I rewatched him, maybe I changed my opinion, but I thought Felipe dos Santos had an argument for winning that fight. People just got to realize what the scoring criteria is. Seriously. Then we had Luis Rodriguez versus Dennis Bonda. Bonda, he sort of had this one in the bag, but he gets caught in a submission. He had 2 seconds left. He could have just held on for 2 more seconds. But unfortunately he can't. He gets choked. I understand it. Getting choked isn't fun, but surely he would have heard the bell, man. I'm sure he heard the clacker. Come on. 2 seconds. You would have got this one done. But fair play to him. Fair play to Luis Rodriguez. He gets it done. Lazy boy gets it done. But I wasn't super impressed with his performance. He was losing that fight until he got that submission there. And that's probably it for Dennis Bonda, which is crazy, man. I remember there being a lot of hype on this guy before he fought Malcolm Gordon, and now look at him, he's 0-3 in the UFC. Unfortunate for him. Not been good for Ukraine lately, has it? I mean, I guess they have Ion Buteria, so they got him. Then we had Edgar Chairez versus Daniel Da Silva. I thought Chairez was somehow going to lose. I'm not going to lie, I was thinking, oh fuck, he's going to find a way to lose. Daniel Da Silva's going to find a way to finally get a win. But, Edgar Chairez gets taken down and then immediately gets up a really slick triangle. I really liked it. It was a very slick one. It really pulled me off guard. I was like, oh, that's not in the next minute. He's tapping. And this time he can't deny that he was tapping. He was literally tapping. It was a clear tap. I seen a tap. I felt the tap. And I seen a tap. He got it done. So Edgar Chairez gets it done. I wouldn't mind seeing Edgar Chairez, versus a Felipe dos Santos, or maybe Edgar Chairez versus Jesus Aguilar. They both lost to Tatsuya Taira, so maybe that makes some sense. Moving on. Jesus Aguilar versus Mateus Mendoza. I thought Mendoza won this fight, to be honest. I did think Mendoza won it, but I'm not going to cry robbery. It was very close. But Jesus Christ, looking at it, there was no output from either of these guys, man. 18 significant strikes, 19 significant strikes. It was just a grapple fest, but not a fun one either. They weren't really going for too many submission attempts. I guess they had 1 each, but I don't know. Wasn't really a crazy fight, but I thought Mendoza should have won that, but they gave it to Jesus Aguilar. As soon as I heard Judge Lopez, I was like, yep, Aguilar's won. And he did it, he won. So yeah, respect to Jesus Aguilar, but I didn't think he won that, but I'm not going to cry robbery. It was not the most entertaining fight. It wasn't like Mendoza was going in there and brutalizing him and beating the fuck out of him. So it was very close, not too much damage. Then we had Quinones versus Rani Barcelos. Barcelos was probably down 2 rounds. First round was close, but Quinones, he was doing really good. Quinones was actually looking really good. But then Barcelos just out of nowhere gets the Hail Mary rear naked choke. He gets it done. Good job for Barcelos. I always like to see Barcelos win. Because, you know, it has been sad the stretch he's been on lately, just losing, you know, most fights. He did beat Trevor Jones, but he probably would have got cut with a loss, so I'm glad to see him win. Is Moreno's coming off the Kang loss? Yeah, he is. It was weird that he got this fight. Apparently he's higher ranked because he walked out last, which is weird to me, but whatever. But good performance by Barcelos. Then we had Manel Torres versus Chris Duncan. Chris Duncan only lands one shot in this fight, but that one shot almost fucking knocks out Manel Torres, like straight right on the chin. It was a really fucking picture perfect shot. But Manel Torres lands like a knee, takes him down, does a lot of strength with his takedowns, look really strong, and then gets his back and chokes him out. Good performance by Manel Torres. You know, he looked really good. I know he almost got fucking knocked out, but he did look good. You know, after getting cracked, I guess I woke him up. Sorry. Then we had Yasmin Jaregi versus Sam Hughes. Great performance by Yasmin. Clearly won the fight. Beat the shit out of Sam Hughes. Very quick hands. Not much power, but that is women's MMA. But she looked very good. Just put a masterclass. A lot of good body shots. I don't really agree with the numbers. I feel like Yasmin landed so many more shots, but maybe they're just counting like pitter-patter shots. But yeah, good performance by Yasmin. You know, I love to see it. Then we had Daniel Zellhuber versus Francisco Prado. Now this was a really entertaining back and forth fight. Zellhuber, you know, I think he probably lost the first round. Prado was landing a lot of good shots. He was just pressuring forward. It was looking like the Argentine Drew Dober. He really does, man. He fights like it too, which is really fucking cool. I wish we'll have another Drew Dober, but you know, Zellhuber just too long for him, man. Way too long, kicking out range, beating him up, and you know, he gets it done. So congratulations to Zellhuber. Great performance. He's probably been the best performance he's had in the UFC. I picked him to win. I did think he would win this fight. You know, it was a really good stylistic matchup for him. If we're going to be real, he's much longer. It's a long reach. Like, I think he's got what, like 77-inch reach or something like that. He's like a freakishly long reach for a lightweight. Yeah, 77-inch reach for a lightweight is fucking insane. So, you know, he's got a good reach on him. And that's the performances I wanted to see from him. That's how I expected him to come into the UFC. You know, that weird fight against Trey Ogden, which was probably because of UFC jitters, like, you know, debut jitters, but now he's on a run, which you like to see, and it'll be interesting to see who he gets next. But anyway, then we had the co-main event, which was Yair Rodriguez versus Brian Ortega. Yair Rodriguez comes out, beating him up, almost knocks out Brian Ortega. Ortega rolls his ankle, he almost gets knocked out, but no, Brian Ortega makes a comeback, takes him down, mauls him in the second round, and then in the third round gets him down, and then what's it called? I literally just made a video about this. Arm triangles him. Really good performance by Brian Ortega. He got a comeback. Let's book him against Ilia Topuria. Yeah, let's do that fight. I'd love to see that. Then we had Moreno versus Royval. You know, Moreno had a good... I was going to say he had a good first round, but like it was a very tentative first round. Probably won the second round as well, but like he didn't look like himself. He fought very weird. He wasn't doing many combos. You know, he was doing a lot of, you know, 1-2s and leg kicks towards the end of the fight. But like outside of that, he was just winning big shots like he was a fucking power puncher. It was weird. He was fighting like he was Josh Emmett. And I generally mean that. He was like throwing overhands, like sloppy overhands, like he was Josh Emmett or some power puncher. Like he was acting like he was Ngannou. It was weird to see by Moreno. Like he was acting like, you know, any big shot he threw was going to KO him, but like, you know, you're fucking Brandon Moreno. Like, what are you doing? Why are you going for one-punch sluggers? Like, Royval was doing a lot more combos, a lot more output, and you know, you see it. That's what gets Royval the win. So congratulations to Brandon Royval. You know, he's now 1-1 with Moreno. And yeah, I wasn't expecting this, but really good job for Royval. Is this going to be the downfall of Moreno? I guess only time will tell, but I don't know who Pantoja fights, because you can't do him versus Royval again. They literally just fought. You can't do that rematch. So maybe they're just going to give it to Albazi. Maybe they give it to Cape, I'm not sure. Maybe they do Haraguchi, they sign him to the UFC, they give him an instant title shot. I'm not quite sure what they do. But, I don't know, they need to fucking do something, because Pantoja has beat half the division. Let's try and get a fresh matchup. So maybe Albazi's the best hope. But anyway, that's all I've got to say. I rushed through this a little bit, but it's what it is, man. I guess it was just a quick little rundown. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts on this card, and I'll see you guys next time. Cheers. Peace.